right, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. It's a little intro to meditation class. We do a little bit of an intro to breathwork as well. So as you all know, I'm Vicky and I do the body therapy here. Part of the reason I sort of introduced this workshop was because a lot of what I do is it's not just massage, it's really about connecting people to their bodies and understanding and giving my clients the tools to listen to what's going on. I think that we're so indoctrinated at the moment into a society where everything is just go, 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 go all the time. You know, it's like when we're tired, what do? We reach for the cup of coffee or the Red Bull or something instead of going, oh, why don't I take a rest? It's like rest is seen as lazy or something. It's quite silly, actually. So part of what I do in the listening is, well, you know, I talk about the things that I do, and I like to share what I do in my everyday life and practice to give me the peace of mind in my body and my heart and my mind. And so I decided to share this because after chatting with my clients after a session, we're like, okay, well, you know, what can we do moving forward? How can I bring more wellness into my life? You know, and wellness isn't just about like going to the gym and exercising. It's also about like, you know, what's going on in the body and how we're talking to ourselves internally. And part of that practice that I do is I meditate and I do breath work. And meditation has completely changed my life. I can't even begin to tell you who I was 15 years ago. And I'm so grateful for it, and that's why I like to share it, you know. I guess the first thing I talk about is, well, what's the point? Like, why meditate? Who cares? Well, meditation has this beautiful way of bringing us into the conscious awareness of right here, right now. And I know that we discussed a little bit at dinner the other day. But as human beings, you know, our minds are so busy. We have what we call the monkey mind in yoga. I can just imagine this little toy symbol monkey going around, bouncing around. We have something like 70,000 thoughts a day, something amazing like that. And it's always bouncing around, and we're moving from the past into the future, past and future. And sometimes it's so challenging to just be here right now. And when we're living in the past, we're really sort of living in a state of, well, it's already happened, we can't change it, right? And when we're thinking a lot about the future, we can put ourselves in a state of anxiety, like, okay, did I study hard enough for that test? You know, am I gonna meet that person? And how am I gonna do with this project at work? Whatever it is. But the future doesn't exist. It's literally now, later. So why are we putting all this mental stress on something that hasn't even happened? And why are we reminiscing or feeling guilt or shame or whatever about something that might have happened in the past? Because actually, thank God that all that stuff happened to us in the past. Because if we hadn't had that breakup, that job loss, that financial issue, that family issue, we wouldn't be here right here in this moment. And this moment is absolutely perfect. I think about that. I mean, you took a breath this morning, you woke up and you're alive. What a gift. What a gift to be alive in this moment. And all that stuff that's happened to us. If you do meditation, you can come into this space of gratitude where you understand that all of those hurdles, all of those obstacles actually were beautiful opportunities. And it allows you to be in a space of understanding that we're growing through the things in our life. We're not going through them, and everything is happening for us, not to us. Excuse me. So that's why we meditate. It's not a bad reason, right? It's just to allow us the space to be like, you know, you can wake up in the morning and the first thing we do, we check our phone or we start thinking about what's coming in the day, or can you just be in that moment having your cold glass of lemon water or your warm cup of coffee or tea and be like, oh, what a beautiful moment. Like, it's bringing you to that space of appreciation and understanding that we are so incredibly abundant. And when you come from that state of abundance and gratitude, you know that everything you have, everything in this moment right now is enough and even more. We don't need more. We're always chasing, like, when I get that job, when I get that partner, when I get that thing, I'll be happy. And then we get it, and then we want the next thing. So when you can come from that state of everything is actually perfect, you radiate this electromagnetic frequency of abundance, and abundance, it comes back to you, it reflects, it's a magnet, it comes back to you. So yeah, Gratitude is a key factor. And meditation allows you the space to start to observe what's going on in the mind, because you can come from a place of stillness. And when you start to quiet the mind, you start to go, okay, well, actually, I'm not really my thoughts. I'm the one that's listening. You can come from the observer point of view, which we talked about. And you're not really your emotions. You're the one experiencing the emotions. So when you can start to breathe and find stillness through the chaos, you find that calmness and that clarity, and you find what we call like this heart-mind coherence. Because our brains are the electric center of the body, and our hearts are the magnetic center of the body. And when you find that coherence between the two, that stillness, you really amplify your electromagnetic field. Everything is energy. You know, for maybe the skeptics in the room, I mean, we already know, like, you can turn on the radio and tune into different frequencies, right? In the same way, you can tune into that frequency with yourself and with different people, and whatever you're putting out, you're going to attract back to you. So that's the spiel about the meditation. And the breathwork, excuse me, the breathwork comes hand in hand with the meditation. Now, we're not going to do an hour of trying to find peace. We're going to do little bite-sized sessions of meditation, 2 breathwork. The breathwork in itself, like I said, comes hand in hand with it. Finding calmness and anchoring in the breath brings you peace and stillness, excuse me. So we're going to be doing, well, let me talk about breathwork actually first. So breathwork in itself, I have a tickle. Breathwork in itself is, well, why do we do it? We do it to regulate our nervous system. We do it to, and most people think of regulation in terms of breathwork as tapping into our parasympathetic, which is absolutely 100% true. But you can also do it for stimulation. So it's regulating whatever way you want to go. I mean, this breath, this thing we do every moment of every day, the first thing we do when we're born, the last thing we do when we die, we're doing it so subconsciously all the time. And when we start to pay attention and draw a conscious awareness into our breath, we can regulate ourselves. I mean, what happens when you get a fright? Right, big shock. When you're nervous, shallow breathing. So when you become aware and you're relaxed, you can soften into the body, into the system. So we're going to do an example of that. And we're going to do one which I really love, which we'll do at the very end, called, what's it called? Brain breath. It's one of the 10 Tibetan breaths, and we use it for stimulation. So either, depending on your linguistics, we're stimulating the cerebral fluid from the base of the spine up to the medulla. We're activating the Kundalini energy. We're wiping away the cobwebs. It's a great, great little exercise to do. So that said, we can get started. So with meditation in itself, there's so many different things you can do, and sometimes that's quite overwhelming, especially if you're quite new. Anyone very new to meditation? Excellent, love it. Thank you for coming. So with the meditation, you know, like I said in the beginning, some people think, oh, I can't meditate, like I can't rest my mind, and I've got to find peace, oh my God, I must be happy. No, no, it's fine. Like, meditation can be sitting down, lying down, walking with your feet on the sand or the grass. As I said earlier, taking that sip of coffee or tea, just taking a moment, listening to music, guided meditations. And also different things resonate with different people. And that's, I know it can be quite, when you first start, it's quite overwhelming. And it's like when you walk into the gym, you know, you want to work, or say you want to get fit. So you go, okay, I walk into the gym and there's so many machines, there's so many people, there's so much going on. Maybe the gym's not for you, maybe for a home workout. Maybe you like yoga, maybe you like surfing, maybe you like playing sports and you're doing it with people, maybe you like solo. The same way you feel about when you want to start to get fit, use that mentality to think about how you want to meditate, and know that you could try something and maybe it's not for you. You know, some people resonate with different accents, male, female, all that kind of stuff. So it's really up to you how much time you want to dedicate into your own practice. If you want to start that journey, you'll start that journey. You know, a lot of people will say, oh, just don't have time. If you want to have time, you'll find the time. It's that simple. And I'm not here to preach about it. I can just say it's amazing. Give it a go. And from personal experience, I can say it is life-changing, really. It really brings you into a space where you can, when you're more consciously aware of yourself and you're filling that cup up so that you're overflowing, you're really responding to life and experiences and people and places in a different way. You are responding to things, you're not reacting. You know, can you notice that maybe, you know, that person driving through traffic that might have cut you off, you can be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Or like, you don't know, maybe that guy is driving his wife to the hospital and she's like, you know, something really bad has happened and he's rushing, you know, you don't know that situation. So when you can come from a place, okay, you know, that guy's, yeah, maybe he's driving like a bit of a whatever, but, you know, you could just be like, okay, it is what it is. Accepting, being in that moment. Just, it is what it is. We don't have to, rah. So, we're going to start off with a heart coherence meditation. So we're going to do this one sitting down. What I'd love to do is if everyone could pass the parcel. We do love lavender. So, okay, pass it around, rub it together, get on your wrists, and then you can pass it around. Or you can pass it, take that into here. And just give it a nice smell. You can put it on your hands or you want the wrists. I generally like to put things on my wrist because of like touching, that kind of thing. Lavender is a really good relaxing plant. If anyone has trouble sleeping, it's really great to put a couple drops on your pillow. Love it. And then I'll give you a sort of more citrusy one for the elevated one. Okay. Yeah. And I'll pass it back. So we're going to do the first one sitting. Now sitting, I say sitting comfortably. For me, sitting comfortably is cross-legged. That might not be for everyone. Gracias. If you have tight hips or tight knees, you're also welcome to get another bolster. Do you want another bolster, anyone? No? Okay. Yeah. There's also a spare one here. And I've got eye masks also because it's very bright and it really helps us go internally. One thing I'll just mention about the bolsters, so just in terms of sitting, so when we want to sit comfortably, it's actually nice to have our spine like elongated, but if we try and do that sitting without something propping up our hips, we're kind of activating. We want to be as relaxed as possible. So by sitting on a bolster or a block or a cushion, whatever you have at home, you're raising your hips slightly and your spine naturally elevates. So actually if you have tight hips and you raise even more, you find that elevation because it presses into your sit bones. So that's why we do that, because we have that natural curve. When it comes to the hands, there are friends. The blocks and props are our friends. So if anyone wants another one, please just say. Just when it comes to hands, there's so many different like things you can do with your hands, but we don't need to get into that. It's complicated. The only thing I'll say is that if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and maybe you need some grounding, it's great to have your palms facing down. And if you feel like you want to maybe receive or you have a question, it's good to have your palms facing up because it's a more receiving gesture. Okay, that's the only thing I'll mention about that. Okay, so you all have eye masks. I'm going to invite you all to put your eye masks on. And we're going to do our heart coherence meditation. So where's my music in here? Oh, someone got the, yeah, no, it's fine, stay here. Okay, I want everyone to take a nice, deep, grounding breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And just arriving in the space by just noticing how you're feeling right now, without the sort of story behind it, you know, I have an aching back, or I have this itch, or I need to adjust my hair, or just noticing. You can even use the scent of the lavender to ground you down. Whenever we start a practice of any kind, it's great to take a nice long deep breath in and exhale through the mouth, just to allow yourself that moment of recognition of arrival. So just noticing how you're feeling, letting yourself settle into the stillness, and feel the ground beneath you supporting your entire being. Just notice how you're breathing. want you to start to expand your breath. And breathing in for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And keep moving at that pace. And move at a pace, so maybe perhaps my count might have been too fast for you or a little bit slow. So I want you to just breathe in your own pace, counting in for 5 at your own pace, holding for 3, exhaling for 5, and holding for 3. So that you're not forcing it. So you should really feel that exhalation. With every inhalation, you're inviting in that awareness. And with every exhalation, can you soften? Feel yourself relaxing a little bit more, softening your shoulders, softening your hips, softening your face and your jaw. And anytime you feel like you want to exhale through the mouth, you're welcome to. Otherwise, continue to breathe in and out through the nose. And I want you to draw your attention to the crown of your head. Imagine a soft light there that's luminous and pure, representing your thought, your perception. When our mind dominates, we overthink and we disconnect from our intuition. And when our heart feels overwhelmed, we move from a space of misdirection and a lot of emotion. And so by creating this heart coherence that we're about to do, we lead through the heart, but the mind softens enough and quietens down enough to listen, and the heart feels safe enough to lead and guide and speak. Staying with your luminous light above your head. Observe its movement like waves and streams and energy. Keeping the length and depth of your breath. Let it anchor you down. Now start to allow that light to melt downwards through the forehead, the temples, the jaw, the throat. Nice and slowly keep focusing on your light. Maybe it's a color, a texture, a sensation. Stay with that sense. Moving into the upper chest and now into the heart. Let it arrive in your heart space. And as it lands, feel it expand with each breath, glowing softly in your chest. This is your bridge between your thought and your feeling. breathe into that feeling. Breathe between the electrical rhythm of the brain and the magnetic pulse of your beautiful shining heart. Bring one hand to your heart and breathe as though your heart itself is doing the breathing. Maybe you can imagine nostrils on your chest, so feel the breath in your heart. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Nice and slowly. With each inhale, draw your awareness and your energy into your heart space. And I want you to bring into your heart now a thought or maybe a memory, something that brings you immense joy and gratitude. Maybe it's a person, a place, an experience that you've had. Feel that elevated emotion. I always love to invite in gratitude because there's always something in life to be grateful for, no matter what your circumstances are. The fact that you are alive is something to be so grateful for. And I want you to really feel that and allow that to expand. Feel it deeply in your heart. Not think it, but feel it. Like this warm glow. And let it start to expand throughout your entire body. Let it truly touch you. Maybe so much that it brings a smile to your face because you feel that connection to that sensation, that truth. Because our energy in motion is an emotion. So once you start to tap into that energy, you can expand that frequency, expand that electromagnetic frequency. As your thoughts can become feelings, and then your feelings become this emotion which becomes your vibration, and your vibration becomes the magnet, and that magnet can repel or attract. So the more positivity, the more elevated, expansive, beautiful emotions that you feel, the more you bring back to you. The more you allow your body to be this expansive, joyful being, entity, thing, whatever you want to call it, the more you know that you're almost untouchable. No one could ever judge you more than we judge ourselves. So if you have this elevated emotion ingrained within you, no one outside can hurt you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let that energy radiate outward into the space around you. And as your breath steadies, imagine your brain and your heart synchronizing. Like two instruments tuning into the same gentle frequency. The mind softens into the intelligence of the heart. The heart informs the mind with calm clarity. There's no effort, just harmony. So rest here in this space where the heart and the mind meet, this whole and peaceful moment. And if the mind wanders, just gently return to the breath through the heart. It's okay if it wanders. Smile softly from the inside out. Feel that gratitude radiating from your chest. Start to slowly come back. You take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, you're very welcome to remove your eye mask. I'm sure now you take the eye mask off, you're glad you had it on, right? It's quite bright. So welcome back. So that is a heart coherence meditation. It's just an amazing way to tap into our source, our energy center, and ground ourselves down. It's a really great, because like I said, you know, this bad boy, he can talk, right? So it's kind of a really nice way to sort of bring us out of there and into the body. And using our breath and finding that elevated emotion, whatever it is just a reminder of right here, right now. And I love sharing that. So, okay, so that's the first one down. So the next thing we're going to do is, so I used to do Nadi Shoda, which is alternate nostril breathing. But I would like us to do oceanic breathing today, actually, just because I'm feeling the water connection today. So oceanic breathing, we call it Ujjayi breathing in yoga. Ujjayi breathing is a way of igniting the fire inside of us whilst also having focus and control and stillness. It's actually, Ujjayi breath is translated victorious breath. And we do it by constricting our throat as we breathe. And it's a great way to find sort of the rhythm of the breath. And it says oceanic because the way you breathe is like a reflection of the waves and the tide washing in and out of the shore. We're going to do it sitting down. So what I'm going to get you guys to, has anyone done Ujjayi breathing before? If you're a yogi? Yeah, okay. So what I want you to do is when you take a breath in, you constrict your throat so you have, it's an audible sound. So it's a constriction. And when you exhale, I want everyone to put their hand in front of their mouth, and it's like you're going to steam up a mirror, and you open your mouth, you go. So now I want you to do it again. Inhale, but close your mouth and just do the same thing through the nose. So it's the same constriction in the throat, but with the mouth closed. So inhale, you can put your hands down. Constrict in the throat. Exhale. So I'm going to come over so I can hear everyone. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. Okay, great. So it's a very simple, short exercise that we're going to do. We're going to close our eyes down. You can welcome to put the eye mask on again. It's going to be much shorter than the first one. Again, I just love the eye mask because it just gets us into that space. You're welcome to use it. So get comfortable. Hands can be wherever you want. Different music. Take a deep breath in to settle. And exhale through the mouth. So we're going to start just taking a moment to settle where you are. Feeling your sit bones grounding you down. So this is a really great way for us to balance out our throat chakra. So if sometimes you have sensations of not being able to express yourself, this practice of breath work is a really great way to move the energy in your throat chakra to give you more freedom of expression. And actually right now we've just had a full moon in Leo, and Leo is about self-expression. So it's actually very serendipitous that we're doing this breath work right now. So I want you to start to establish a rhythm in your breath. You're gonna settle down, and as you breathe in through your nose, hear the sound of your own breath. Counting to 5, soft and steady. And exhale like the rolling tides. Make it audible. You should be able to hear your neighbor. Just allowing this rhythm to carry you. So the waves are your breath. And your body is the ocean. And allow your breath so that every exhalation is giving you this opportunity to release any stuck stuff, particularly in the throat. You can allow your exhalation to release the things out to sea. Release it into the wind. Release it into the atmosphere. And with each inhale, you're drawing in renewal and calm. Nice and audible. You're breathing with the ocean, with its rhythm, with your rhythm. Its peace is your peace. Stay with it. Use your count. If you feel like the mind is wandering, stay with the count. Use the breath to anchor you into your body. Breathe all the way down to the base of your spine. And when you're ready, you can slowly come out of that. Just a short little exercise there. You can use this style of breathing in a box breathing method. If you want to do count to 4, inhale, count to 4, hold, count to 4, exhale, count to 4, hold. Or if you find that the holds can be a little bit challenging to navigate, you're always welcome to inhale, say for 5, holding for 3, exhale for 5. So that was just I like to keep that one nice and short, oceanic, victorious breath. And sometimes, yes, I like to play oceanic sounds, maybe to help with the flow. Find the breath. It's a great way to find your rhythm, your peace, your balance. You know, our bodies, our energy is so similar to the ocean. You know, on the surface we have different waves, different activities, maybe marine life. You know, and then as we go deeper, we have like different currents, schools of life, and then we go deeper. And in our profound, deep stillness, like in the ocean, is this peace, is this quiet, you know. That's why they say still waters run deep. And I personally connect very deeply with the water and the ocean, so I like to use those references as much as possible. And, you know, if not at Surf Synergy, where else? Okay, so our next exercise, we're going to be lying down. You'll be happy to know, probably. So it's called a light body activation. So we'll get ourselves lying down. What I like to say, and it is user's choice, is generally I prefer to say not to use a bolster as a pillow, because when you lie down and you have a bolster or something under your head, you constrict your throat slightly by lifting the head up. But I mean, when you go home or you want to do something, maybe it's nice to have one of those, I always forget what they're called, like travel neck pillows, because it's great to stop the head rolling. What is really nice with the bolster, especially if you have any lower back sensitivity, is placing the bolster underneath your thighs, quite high up to the glutes, and it just, alleviates a little bit of pressure on there, so you can alleviate the pressure on the back. And just let your legs flop open, knees open, toes open, so like you're in your Shavasana, arms by your side, palms facing up. Just draw the shoulder blades together. I invite you to put your eye mask on. Find length from the back of the neck. Excuse me. So draw the shoulders away from the ears. So this light body activation is another beautiful way to tap into our light source, our consciousness. So I'm going to give you a moment to ground down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Feel your body melt into the mat. Just noticing how you're feeling right now. Maybe there's been some shifts in your energy, in your mindset, in your heart, in the field of your body since you arrived into the Shala. Just take a moment to scan your body. I'm going to guide you through, starting at the tips of your toes. Breathing deeply now. Moving up the fascia of the feet and the ankles. And maybe you'll pick something up along the way, so just notice that without attaching to it. Moving up the knees and the thighs. Breathing deep into the hips, the glutes, the groin. And remember, with every inhale, you can invite in that awareness, that focus. And with every exhale, you can release, let go, just that little bit more. Breathing up through the stomach and the lower back. To the torso. Notice if you're holding your hips, so really let the toes flop out. Breathing into the middle back, into the chest, into the shoulders, upper back. Breathe deep all the way down the arms into the wrists and the palms. Palms are facing up in your receiving gesture. Honing in maybe on the tips of your fingers and your thumbs. Noticing perhaps a sensation at the end of your fingers. Deep breath in all the way up the arms, into the shoulders and the back of the neck, into the throat. Soften the throat, soften your jaw. Notice how you're holding your jaw or the tongue. Maybe even lick your lips to release. You might be holding without even realizing you're holding. Sometimes if we have tight hips, we lock out our jaws. The fascia in the hip and the glutes are connected to the jaw. So notice that. And then soften into the cheeks and the eye sockets, around the back of the ears and all the way to the crown of your head. Full body span. Take a deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth, melt. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to see the light that is ever present around you. Notice the softness of this light. Sense as it gently surrounds you and touches your feet, delicately on your legs, your torso, your back. Become aware of this light gently resting on your shoulders and your arms, your hands. Feel it on your face, lightly dancing on the crown of your head. Breathe, sense the light as it surrounds your entire body. Feel it, it might be cool, it might be warm. Maybe it's a color, texture. Now open up your awareness to the light that you are. Sense the pillar of light that shines down upon you from directly above your heart space. Call in that sacred energy. Let it pour into your heart. That energy you're calling in is your purest and highest self. It's the greatest intention for your human life. Allow that light to spread through your entire body. Radiating from the inside. Let it fill you up so much that there is no room for anything else but love and light. So if you see anything, feel anything, sense anything along the way, take a deep breath in and use that light to alchemize and let it go through the mouth. You do not need to hold on to anything. Release anything that doesn't serve you. Breathe in with me. 3, 2, 1. And let it go. Exhale. Radiate your love light body. And know that we're collectively raising our vibration in this moment together. Know that we're doing this as a collective, and that no matter where we're from, our age, our backgrounds, our experiences, we're more alike than we could ever be different. So allow that light to just expand out of your body, into the shala, out into the ether. And slowly start to come out of it. Drawing your attention down your limbs. Maybe taking your arms up above your head and give yourself a nice big stretch if you like. Gently rolling over onto your right side. Using your right arm as a little pillow if you like. And then gradually making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Invite you to have your hands at your heart center if you like. Just feeling yourself rooted down like a tree, growing the roots deep into the earth, into Pachamama. Mother Earth always providing for us, giving us life. Feeling the energy up your spine, all the way at your crown of your head, into the stars and the sky above. And feeling connection to your breath, your body, and your light. Namaste. Okay. Welcome back. So that is a light body activation. Again, it's something I just love sharing because I think it's just so pure. I find it so moving. Doing it myself, teaching it, I feel like this beautiful connection in the room with everyone. It's just, something I love to share. It's a really great way to tap into your source, whatever that is, whatever your religion, whatever your linguistics, it's all the same. It's the light and the love inside of all of us. You know, there's so much stuff in the way of our truth. And I think it's a great way to tap into that source. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do brain breath. So I'm going to take you all out of your floaty light state. I'm going to pass around this, it's a grapefruit essential oil. I'm going to pass it around. Oh, sorry, that's a bit much. And you can pass it around. Take the lid, there we go. Actually, I'm going to have some as well, please. Thank you. It's a more invigorating smell to wake you up a little bit, more citrusy. Oh, it smells so good. So brain breath, I touched on it a little bit just now at the beginning. Yeah? Okay, yeah. So brain breath, it's one of the 10 Tibetan breaths. It is a very stimulating and invigorating breathwork practice that we do. Quite kind of similar to Wim Hof breathing, if anyone has done that before. So I'm going to demonstrate. Let me just pass this over and then we'll sit and demonstrate. Give it a nice good smell. Ooh, it makes you feel so alive. Maybe give Alex a little bit. I think he needs some. Okay, so as I said before, it stimulates the cerebral fluid from the base of the spine up to the back of the medulla. And they've done studies on this where if you do this regularly, it helps to improve with any issues you might have had with memory loss, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm not saying it's going to cure Alzheimer's, but yeah, it's very, very good at restoring access to your memory. So it's also very good at just moving all the stuck energy. Maybe if you're feeling a bit stagnant, it's 3 o'clock and you don't want to reach for that cup of coffee or the Red Bull or whatever it is, and you're feeling a bit lethargic and you don't want to go to that meeting or meet that person or whatever, it's so great to like move it around and just get things going. So I'm going to demonstrate. I really want you to pay attention to the demonstration, not do it with me just yet, just because it's really important. So we sit comfortably, thank you, with our hands on our laps, however you want. We will do this with our eyes closed. So we are going to take a deep breath in and release. And I'm going to count down. It's going to be 3, 2, 1. And you just take your chin down to your chest. You'll have a nice elongated spine. Please watch me whilst I do this. So, and then on the inhale, you breathe through, inhale through your nose. Inhale, chin comes up. Rapid. And then exhale through the mouth, chin comes down. Now the pace is as such. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that's the pace. It's not this with the spine. It's chin up and down. Please don't throw your head back and give yourself whiplash. If you have a tight neck at the moment, please roll out your neck or your shoulders, anything like that you need to. So we do that 7 times. Okay, so the chin comes down, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we do that 7 times. I'm still demonstrating. Sorry. Excuse me, sorry. Please hold the line whilst I try to connect you. So, so number 6, inhale, exhale. Number 7, inhale. I'll count and cheer you on the whole way, don't worry. Exhale. Number 7, the final exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, you're gonna elevate your chin, hold, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Please don't draw the shoulders up. I'm gonna guide you. And then you hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Okay, so 7, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale for 3, hold for 5, release. Your eyes are closed, hold, that's 1 round. We do 7 rounds of 7, so it's 49 breaths. So we do that 7 times, 7 times 7. In between, huh? And then you sprint up the hill because you've got so much energy. Like, bit of a disclaimer, so it's very normal to feel lightheaded. You might feel overwhelmed. You might get tingling in the body, in the face, in the jaw, in the hands, whatever. You might get really hot or cold. You are 100% safe. Okay, I want to let you know. And if you feel uncomfortable and don't want to do it at any point, just open your eyes. If you can sit with it, I promise you the benefits are amazing. You're more resilient than you realize, but 100%, it's your practice, your body, your mind, whatever you want to do. So don't feel bad if you want to open your eyes. I'm not going to be offended or anything like that. So please be with yourself. I respect whatever you want to do. You can wear your face mask, absolutely. I generally say not in case you want to open your eyes, but it's up to you. And you know, if you faint, you haven't got far to go. I'm joking. So is that clear? Chin comes down for 3. Inhale, exhale, 7 times. Yes, and thank you. And then inhale 3, hold 5, let it go. And then I'll let you sit with it for a moment. You're really feeling the stuff. And then we'll go into the next round. Clear? Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And like you learned with Marcel in the breathwork, really engage into your diaphragm, okay? So really activate. And I'll be your best cheerleader, I promise. Okay. Any more questions? No questions, a silly question. Okay. Okay, so let's all close our eyes, take a deep breath in. Arrive in the space, exhale. Chin comes down, prepare. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, stronger, inhale, exhale, beautiful, inhale, exhale, number 5, inhale, exhale, 6, inhale, exhale, final one, 7, exhale, now slowly inhale for 3, 2, 1, soften your shoulders, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Be in your body. Just notice what happens. Straight into round 2, chin comes down. Prepare, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, beautiful. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Follow my pace. Inhale, exhale, inhale, yes, exhale. Number 6, exhale, 7. Final one, exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 5, 2, 1. Release. Whatever's happening, know that that's okay. Maybe it's confusing or overwhelming. It's moving the energy in your body. You are so in your body right now. Straight into round number 3. Chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Number 5, inhale, exhale, 6, inhale, exhale. Final one, 7, exhale. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. 2, 1, release. Just noticing without the story behind it. Number 4, chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, stronger, inhale, exhale, beautiful, inhale, exhale, mind the neck, inhale, exhale, number 6, inhale, exhale, final one, exhale, inhale for 3, 2, 1, soften your shoulders, 5, 2, 1, release. Already over halfway through. Notice, stay present. Embrace what's happening. Round number 5, chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, activate, inhale, exhale, number 5, inhale, exhale, 6, exhale, 7, exhale, inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold, 5, 2, 1, release. Feel how alive you are. Feel the energy around your body. Round number 6. Chin comes down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Number 5, great. Exhale, 6. Exhale, inhale, 7. Exhale, inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. Relax the shoulders. 2, 1, release. Woo. So good, guys. We got one more round. So really draw in as much air as you can and really engage the diaphragm to press the air out of your body. We're just breathing, but we're not just breathing. Chin comes down, final round. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe it in. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Number 5, exhale, 6, exhale, final one, 7, exhale, inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. 2, 1, release. Keep the eyes closed. And when you're ready, you're welcome to open your eyes and return to the room. Woo. Woo-hoo. Good morning. So, brain breath, very different, right? So, as you can see, breathwork can be used in a varied kind of way, variety kind of way, English. Yeah, so that brain breath, I find so amazing to get me out of a funk. And it's one of those things I always say, like, it clears the Vaseline from my eyes. I feel like there's so much clarity. When I open my eyes, I feel like I've gone to the opticians and I've used a spray and the thing, and they do the special cleaning of the glasses, and then you put them on like, oh my God, didn't realize how dirty my lenses were, you know? That's that feeling. Did anyone have any visuals or anything like that? Anyone want to share? I shall make you share. Any tingling? I saw you doing this with your hands. Were you feeling it in your hands? Yeah?
It's like very orange. Like maybe it's the smell of the grapefruit.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So it's actually used because everything we can access stimulation-wise or regulating our nervous system, we can do it all inside, you know. And naturally, we reach for, you know, the stimulants outside of us to achieve what we can do inside with the breath. So people use this for like psychedelic effects sometimes, and you have a plethora of psychedelic. Did you see?
I saw like a kaleidoscope at first.
Amazing. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
Towards the end, it was like a very soft white.
Yes. So they use it to emanate a psychedelic experience, that kind of breath work. Anyone else? Any hot and cold or tingling, shoulders, face? Tingling.
Edges.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And it's nice because it shows that that's where the energy is needing to be moved as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for participating. If anybody has any questions, well, now, nothing. Okay. In private, I'm always around if you have any questions. If you want me to send you the instructions for anything that we've done, I'm here. Thank you so much. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.